Hey Booktube, this is Caitlin Bandy from my channel Bandy's Books, and today I am here in downtown Las Vegas. I am outside of my favorite bookstore, which is like right over here. It's called the Writer's Block. I am not going to take you on a tour of the Writer's Block just because I have a video that's going to be coming out. I was up here shooting some content today, and so I don't want to spoil it, but it's one of my favorite places. I'm just enjoying some coffee, picking up a few cool new books. I had received a gift card from my very generous cousin Jill for Christmas, and so I came up here and got to go on a little mini book shopping spree, which is always a joy. And Oz and I went out for a nice little breakfast up here as well. So we're just enjoying downtown. Oz is hiding in the car while I shoot this live because he's a little bit cold. But as you can see, it's a pretty nice day out here. So nice day to wander around. I, just trying to do these weekly updates regularly and, just check in. So the check-in is that this week went really well. Nice smooth work week. It gave me a lot of time to catch up on reading because I feel like my reading has been a little bit slow in January so far. Hi, Bad. So my weekly updates, I'm trying to think what we can talk about this week. I am planning all my content for February right now, and it's been really exciting. I'm trying to vary my videos quite a bit more. So I have some really cool stuff coming up in February that maybe is slightly different than what I normally do. There'll still be the recipe and reviews and the different tags and things like that are more consistent, but as far as the videos that change up a little bit more, those will be a little bit more varied throughout the month of February. I'm gonna try out a couple things. Yeah, I totally get it. It's when you're dedicated to recording videos and stuff, that can be the most complicated part, is planning it all out. So anyways, reading wise, I've had a pretty good reading week. I finished The Art of Racing in the Rain, which my mom recommended. That was one of her favorite books. It's really cute. It is kind of a heartwarming story with the main character being a dog. It's my first time reading from a dog's perspective, so I thought that was pretty enjoyable. I'm currently in the middle of a book called Ill Will by Dan Chown. It's good so far. The kind of exploratory style of writing isn't necessarily my favorite. Not necessarily the storyline or the actual plot or anything, but the way that he's actually written the story on the pages. There's lots of sentences that just dead end and things that are written in weird structures and stuff. So that's a little distracting, and it's causing me to progress just slightly slower than I would like. I am in the last 100 pages of The Priory of the Orange Tree finally, and I'm trying to think, what else did I read this week? I know that there's something I'm forgetting. I started a book called Then the Fish Swallowed Him Whole, which is about a man that gets stuck in a prison in Iran, and he is it's about his relationship with his torturer. So that one's pretty interesting. I just started that, so I'm only only a couple pages in, not a couple hundred. There's only 200 pages in the book, but yeah. So I'm doing pretty good this week. I definitely had extra time. So to answer that question, how I find time to read. So I do read in the morning, and I read at work, on breaks. I have I have my Kindle on my phone, and so I have books downloaded into my Kindle. I don't really love reading on it, but it is convenient for when I have 10 minutes here and there. I usually take books with me whenever I go places. So if I'm sitting out, on a patio like this on a nice day, I'll sit and read typically, or in the car, I'll bring books. I know some people get car sick when they read, but I'm one of those lucky few that does not get car sick, so I'll pick up books for that. I like to read at nighttime. I usually will take a hot bath at the end of my day and read for a good hour in the bathtub. And then just any dead time that I have where Oz isn't home, because I usually get home earlier than he does, I will sit and read, enjoy my books. I do listen to audiobooks occasionally, although that's not my primary source for reading. I just, fit it in where I can fit it in, and I try to just remind myself that 10 minutes here and there is better than no time at all. So those would be my strategies for reading as much as possible. But I also read at a pretty fast pace. I think that I read quite a few pages per hour. So when I sit down for a whole hour to read at night, I usually can make pretty good progress. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else exciting going on. I have another full week of videos coming up. I'm going to be playing with some shorts hopefully in the next week. I shot a couple things for shorts today, so that'll be a completely new thing for me. I have never really messed with shorts on YouTube too much. I did a couple unboxing videos, and that was it. So I'm excited to try some different stuff there. So I think that's all for my updates. My TBR theme is going to be changing going into February. So each month, if you're unfamiliar, I pick a different theme for my TBR. So stay tuned. My new TBR video will coming out on February 1st, and you'll find out what I'm reading for the month. It's going to be completely different. Battle with Adam here, Frankenstein book theme. Oh, that's awesome. You know, it's like one of my deepest shames. I've never read Frankenstein, and I know it's a book that I need to read. I'm not the best with classics. I unfortunately got forced to read a lot of classics in school, and I found them super dry, and so I'm always hesitant to pick up classics now as an adult. So maybe that's one of those books that I should try. What do you think, Bad? Do you think that's a good place to start, Frankenstein? So that's about all I have for my updates this week. I think, you know, like you said, you heard about my plans for February, heard about my books that I've read, I'm currently reading. I'm working on wrapping up like 2 more books before the end of the month. Same here, your first time. I liked the movie better. Okay, that's fair. So that's about it. I'm gonna head out because Oz is patiently, you know, put up with me shooting videos in the store, picking out books, all that. So I gotta, you know, go head home and do other stuff besides book stuff. But I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for joining in, and I'll see you in the new week. Bye.